What's up, guys? This is Bobby Cal. This is a set I did in Traverse City, Michigan very early on. I wanted to put it up because it's my first clean set that I had to do, and it's the first time I really started tooling around with the same bits and jokes more than once, so I'm starting to form an act at this point. And it's very early on, but let's see what you think. I hope you enjoy. Later.
There's a few things I have to get out of the way before I start my set. I don't fight mixed martial arts. Norm is just extremely gullible. My old lady beats me if I pee standing up. I mean, I fell down a flight of doorknobs. Anyways, I see some of you guys out there, some of the more astute people playing the what ethnicity is he game in his mind. What do we got out there? Some Lou Diamond Phillips maybe? Sonny Chiba, Ritual. I love playing this game because I usually win. I'm half German and half Korean. BAM! In your face. I win, you lose. So I'm part Asian, but I was raised in it. By the way, can we get a smaller stage up here maybe so I can stand on one foot and look like the Karate Kid, please? Maybe the light's a little brighter too. I can't see every pore on my face. Anyways, I'm sorry. No, this is great. Believe me. So I'm Asian and I was raised in the South, and everyone knows that's a breeze because they're super accepting of everything different down there. So I went at two choices. One, pretend that I knew martial arts. I did that. Didn't work. Two, was to become proactive about it. So what I did was I decided to take away my bully's ammo. And what I did was a three-pronged attack. I tried to be the opposite of negative Asian stereotypes. Speaking of Asian, it's good to have a brother over here. And thank you for taking time out from your show Comic Book Man to be here. Because that is hilarious. Thank you. Maybe you can sign some of my comic books afterwards. Anyways, my three-pronged attack was this. As I got older, I realized we're supposed to be bad at driving. So, a year before and a year after I took my test, I had personal lessons. So I'm a decent driver. I'm a great driver for an Asian, but that just means I know what turn signals are and where they're at. I really am confused on when to use them. Is it before or after the turn? I don't know that yet, but that's the first prong. The second prong is that we're supposed to be math geniuses. My solution was sleep through every math class. I'll show those bullies. Here I come, junior college. So I did that, and I'm pretty horrible at math for an Asian, pre-calculus max. And the third one, I don't even want to dignify with the name. Everyone knows what the worst Asian stereotype is. So since 14, I've been taking some form of Extends penis enlargement pills. Okay, guys? Now listen, I don't want to brag, ladies. This isn't about numbers here, but 2 out of 3 stereotypes ain't half bad. Yeah, right now. Now, I wasn't raised in a stereotypically Asian household. It was more American culture. And because of that, I think it lends to some of my fascination with some Asian cultures. Like, I love the Japanese culture. I love them because of our history with them and because they're so like us and yet they're so different from us, and they love us, they love our music, they love our clothes, they love our movies, we love their women, you know, all that stuff. And it's a weird relationship considering our history, you know, with our history with them loving us so much. It's like if I came to your house in a Canadian tuxedo, that's all denim, kicked in your door, grabbed your dog, had my way with your dog, midway through noticed you had a cat, did the same thing to the cat, ran out, and a year later I saw you following me to every bar wearing the exact same denim suit, listening to the exact same music, driving the exact same car, and trying to be my friend. That's what that relationship's like. But the ways we're different than Japan is, in Japan they're very sexually liberated, they're progressive. They actually have vending machines on the side of the street that dispense used panties. It's true. I'm assuming it's female. I'm hoping it's female. Maybe there's one in the corner that's like imported from Duluth, Minnesota. I don't know. Some size 52 whitey tighties, skid marks in there. Which made me think that if that's true, you know, there's one guy that's really into that every time he goes there, he has to pretend like it's an accident that he did hit that one. Like he's like, Oh, look at those pretty pink satin ones. D6. Definitely don't want to push D7. D6. Oh, shit. Oh my god, you asshole. Do you see this? Now look at this. What am I going to have? I got to take these and I'm going to throw these away. I know there's a trash can right there, but I'm going to throw them away at my house. No worries. But we do have the sexually perversion in one area. We have glory holes in America. Japan, they have no glory holes. Not because of any moral problem or ethical problem with glory holes. They found out very early it's impossible to maintain an erection while saying glory hole with a Japanese accent. Go ahead, try it. Too many L's and R's. Glory hole. Glory hole. Glory hole. You know what, forget it. Make another vending machine with used toilet paper. You know, they could have just called it what it was and changed the name and called it a mysterious wall vagina. I don't know. I'm all for a more accurate term. Like, we're coming up on the New Year's. People need to stop calling it a New Year's resolution. They need to start calling it the first lie of the year. Because that's what it is, the first lie of the year. That's how terrible we are as a nation, by the way. The first thing I will not do is blah, blah, blah. Anyways, that's why, I can't change the world, but I can't change my world. So I took it upon myself to start calling things more accurately in my world. My right hand is no longer my right hand. It's my dick beater. My left hand is still my left hand, but my left index finger is my asshole tickler. My left index finger nail, that doesn't even have a name. It has a face and a sound like, ugh. Check after the show. I'll prove it to you. And you know what? The last time that people were that upfront with things was the 80s. Anyone love the 80s? Miss the 80s? Anyone grew up in the 80s? Do you think no one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the 80s was great. They had giant huevos in the 80s. One word, Roadhouse. Maybe it's 2 words. One compound word, 2 words. I don't know. Roadhouse. You think you can make that movie now? Absolutely not. Could you make that movie now? In the 80s was a decade that came out with the planets and the music's dirtiest title for a song in history. Come on, Eileen. Interestingly enough, Eileen, you dirty girl. Interestingly enough, the original name for that song was Come on Eileen's Hair, Toss Her a Rag and Tell Her to Get Out, but it was like way too long, written on the on the CD cover. So they went with just the Come on Eileen. I'm Bobby Cal. Thanks a lot, guys. You've been great. Thanks for supporting the comedy in Traverse City.